Guys, welcome to Math IRL for another video. Today we're going to learn how to turn these kinds of equations into these kinds. Now the reason why we're going to do this is this can be a bit hard to see where the slope is and where the y-intercept is. So to find those, we're gonna have to decode these. So let's start. Now let's start with the purpose of the slope in general. These kind of these kinds of linear equations can be used to compare anything which has like a long-term line graph comparing. So for example, if you needed to compare which one is cheaper in the long run when you have to buy something, then you can use the linear equations to help you with a lot of economics. So that's why I would say the linear equations will be very useful. So let's start. Okay, so to do this, we're going to have to isolate y, because we know that an equation is going to have to equal y. So let's isolate this. Now, in order to isolate, we're going to have to remove 2x. So we have to do the inverse operation, as I said in my equation videos earlier. So we have to delete this here and move it here. So now this would be completely gone. So that would quickly turn into 3y, which equals minus 2x plus 7. You see, because I have to get rid of this so that 3y can be here, and all I have to do is divide by 3 on both sides. So whatever I do to this side, I have to do to the other too. So let's see what our equation is at the bottom. Now 3y, if you divide that by 3, that can give us y. So I'd have to divide 3 on both sides. And it's not only this part, I also have to divide this part too. So when I do that, I get minus 2/3 x plus 2 1/3. Because minus 2x divided by 3, if you just ignore the x and you just do minus 2 divided by 3, it's minus 2/3. That's the answer. And 7 divided by 3 is basically 2 1/3. So that is your answer right there. Okay. Now let's continue with a second one. This is going to be a bit more harder, but I'm sure we can solve this one together. I'm going to do about, I would say, 2 more problems, and then I'm going to let you guys try one problem. Okay, let's go to the second one. 2y, I'm going to try a different color this time. 2y plus x equals 3y plus 7. Okay. Now, back in my 2-step equations, I would say to get rid of the lowest coefficient possible. So that's what I'm going to do, but you guys can choose. Now again, you have to isolate the y. That's the main purpose of this decoding. That's the number 1 goal, isolating the y. So what we have to do is to minus 2y on both sides, so we can move the y from here onto here and incur that 2y loss onto here, so that this can be turned into y plus 7 equals x. But we're not done yet, because we need to find what y equals, not what x equals. So what we have to do is move 7 to the other side. So if we move 7 over here, y will be isolated. So that's what it would be. X minus 7 equals y. Or as it's more common, the other way around. But that's your answer right there. 1x minus 7 is your slope. Is your linear equation. There you go. All right. Now, let's do another one. I'm going to do the final one, and then I'm going to let you guys do one problem. Okay. Let's do 3y plus 7, yes, I do love that equation, equals 2x plus 5. Now here, it's going to be a bit more tougher because there's not two ends with y's, it's x. So what we have to do is move one or the other to the other side. So since we're going to find what y is, we're going to move x. You can move y, but I like to do x. You can do y though, by the way. So let's subtract it on both sides. Since x, y, and the 7 are different kinds of variables, we're going to put them all into one equation. So minus 2y plus 3y plus 7 equals 5. Now we know right from the get-go that 5 and 7 are constants. So let's subtract both of them so that we can get rid of this 7 and we can narrow it down. So minus 2x plus 3y equals negative 2, because 5 minus 7 is negative 2. Okay, let me just get rid of this so it'll be easier for you guys to see. Okay. Now, let's do it up here so we'll have more room. Now, we need to isolate y. So we need to add 2x to both sides. So we get 3y equals 2x minus 2. And you divide 3, again, like last time, as usual. So y equals 2/3 x minus 2. Let me make it more clear. There's your answer right there. Okay, now why don't you do the last one? Here we go. 3y plus 7 equals 3x plus 2. I'll give you guys 10 seconds. You guys can pause the video for more time. I bet you guys probably will. But for those who can do it in 10 seconds, good luck. Okay, I'm assuming you guys have paused the video and figured it out, or you guys need my help, or you need more time. If you need more time, you can pause the video, or you can see me do the answer. Alright, now again, isolating the y is what's really important here, so what I would do is subtract 3x on both sides. So the answer would be minus 3x plus 3y plus 7 equals 2. Now, it's like the lost equation that we did. It's a bit more complicated because there's y and x, but it's pretty much the same situation. So plus 7 becomes minus 7 because, again, we have to get rid of... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We have to get rid of the 7 so that we can narrow on here. Okay, so now it would be minus 3x plus 3y equals minus 7. Now let me just erase what's around here so you guys can see it better. There we go. So minus 3x plus 3y equals minus 7. So add 3x on both sides, and we get 3y. Make that x more clearer. Okay. 3x plus 7. Again, we divide 3 on both sides, and y equals 3 divided by 3 is just 1, x plus 2 1/3. That's your answer for the third one. Okay. If you guys like this video, please like it. You guys can just click the like button below. And if you know someone who has a bit of trouble with math, you guys can send them to our channel. You can share this video with them, and for specifically linear equations and those kinds of things. And if you guys want more math videos, please consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button and clicking the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our updates. Well, you don't miss any of our videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.